Now, What Impact is a matchmaking and partnership management platform which companies are connected with locally relevant causes and organisations based on money, product, service, donations and volunteering. Now, I know all of you have seen some of the charities that are downstairs, doing a little bit of matchmaking, a bit of speed dating there. But if you want to have some more information on them, you can see that in your QR codes on your badges. But also, we want to invite 3 different businesses up here to tell us a little bit more about them and also about how social value can also support them too. So please welcome Emma Jobson, Head of Business Development from Brightside. Vari Russell, Marketing Lead from International Tree Foundation. And Donna John, Executive Director from Ignite Youth. So thank you so much. Please give them a big round of applause. If you want to grab my, one of you, whoever.
That's the middle seat for you,
Yeah. Well, first of all, we want to say thank you so much for coming up here. And obviously, it's been an absolutely brilliant day to day and learning a lot more about social value and the impact. But also we want to know about you and what you do. So maybe we'd like to start with you first.
Hi, I'm Vari, which is a weird Scottish name, so everyone will remember it. And I am sitting on the fence, dog or husband or kids. But I am the marketing lead for the International Tree Foundation. We're a 100-year-old charity that plants trees across the UK and in Africa and Europe. So we're all about digging big holes, putting the right tree and the right hedging plant in to combat climate change and make a difference.
Amazing.
Hi, I'm more a cat lady, so the mad cat lady. I work for Brightside. It's a social mobility charity. We're celebrating our 20th anniversary this year, so we've got a big shindig later in the month to celebrate having mentored online 150,000 young people in total in all that time. So essentially we match volunteer mentors from the world of work with young people who face barriers from less advantaged backgrounds. Yeah.
And Donna.
Hi everyone. I guess I've got a vote. I think it's got to be the dog. Sorry. I'm Donna John. I'm the CEO of a youth work charity based in the London Borough of Harrow. We support young people aged between 11 and 25. Our young people come from some of the most disadvantaged, marginalised communities within the borough, and we basically just support them on their role into adulthood and try and help them overcome many of the barriers that they face. So we run employability schemes, we help them re-engage with education, we support them if they've got involvement with the criminal justice system, we try and raise their aspirations by linking up with local businesses that can help them with job placements, and just basically really working together with that young person on their journey so that they can feel supported, because many of our young people unfortunately have just been let down continually. So we're their consistency in their life.
Fantastic. And obviously, Vari, with regards to collaborating with businesses and with different organisations, how do you look at that? What does that look like to you?
A pair of wellies, first and foremost. So we are planting all across the UK. We've got a number of projects happening. So we are heading into welly season. So we will be fully wellied up from next month all the way through to March. And we will be planting thousands and thousands of trees. So we're working with people like UPS, PayPal, delivering corporate planting days, but also working with much smaller organisations because everybody can get involved, and it's ridiculous how excited, apart from people like me, get about planting trees. So it's a really nice way of making a difference and getting your hands dirty.
Fantastic. And the same question to you, Emma, as well.
Thank you. So I guess we're looking more for what I would call sort of strategic partnerships rather than just that transactional approach. So when we work with corporates, there's a real strong element of co-design between the partner and our charity. So we try and put together an online mentoring program that is bespoke for that business, but that works in locations and postcodes that are of vital importance to the businesses, and that can reach young people in need in those postcodes. So to give you an example, we're doing at the moment, we're launching a sector insight program into the aviation industry, into drone technology and the use of drone technology in careers like TV and film and the police. And so to help young people understand really cutting edge jobs of the future as well. And I think another important element for us when we're looking to partner with a company is that they share our values as a charity. So that quality you mentioned, collaboration, creativity, to do something really unique and pioneering and different that can still evidence the social value of a mentoring program through our theory of change.
Brilliant, thank you. And Donna, how about you?
I think for Ignite as an organisation, it's important for us that the relationship that we enter into with the corporate is it's on an equal footing. I think as somebody mentioned earlier on that it can't work if you have like the corporate entity literally just deciding already this is what we need to do. And there's been a lot of discussion during this evening about learning about frameworks. Well, come to the VCS. We've been managing frameworks around impact measurement for years. We have them in place. You don't have to create them. They do exist. And I think it's very important that when we partnership with somebody, we don't have any at the moment, that's why I can't actually talk about them, but it's important that, yes, the organisation has the same values as we do, but also that there's a willingness to learn. So we want to learn from you, and vice versa. We want to be able to be there and to teach you as well. So we need to be in that space. I also think it's very important that the right people are in the room. I know there's been a lot of discussion around whether it's the CEO, where it's middle managers, where it's operational. I think they all need to be there, but I think the right people have to be there. There has to be that continuous contact. And also, I'll just finish off with commitment. I think the VCS are plagued by everything short-term. Our funding is short-term. Our existence for many charities is short-term. So I think we really need to start talking about long-term commitment, and I think that would be helpful.
And so, what resources do you need to do that, to help you with that commitment?
We need spaces. We need opportunities for our young people, especially when we deliver employability initiatives. We'd like young people to see what they can achieve, to hear from individuals that have achieved, similar things that they're interested in. We need support in practical terms. We run events. It would be great for organisations to come to the borough that we work in. I work in Harrow. A lot of the time when we speak to corporates, they might say to us, we're supporting a local charity. We don't have big business in Harrow. We have a school, and that's about it. So it would be good for corporates to look outside of the immediate environment and say, okay, we'll just look at some surrounding boroughs and actually speak to the VCS sector and the local people that are on the ground, because they know what their need is.
Brilliant. And how about you, Vari? What do you think?
I think, like many charities, we have to start running ourselves like a business, and we need money to make things happen. But again, I agree with both the ladies sat to either side of me. We really need to be on the same moral page, the same moral compass, and have the right people in the room, because it's a long and winding path if you don't have the right person to speak to. We speak to corporates all the time, and they say they're the right person, but they often aren't. So then it's twice the workload with no return. Yeah. So I think it's finding the right door to knock on from the get-go. Definitely.
And again, so Donna, what kind of, sorry, not Donna, Emma, what resources do you need?
I answer to anything. I think for us, it's almost tapping into the expertise, the life experience of employees in companies who can harness that. And many of our mentors that work with us, some of them have come from less advantaged backgrounds themselves, or from a working class background, or who have faced real barriers such as disability or neurodiversity. And so for them, it's tapping into that network so that they can give back to another generation of young people coming through and have that opportunity to mentor a young person. That, for example, myself, I come from a working class background. My dad was a janitor in a police station. So I always felt that I never had those social networks and connections that could help guide me in my sort of career decision making. And so many, I think that's for Brightside, it's kind of trying to harness everybody's life experience to help young people. And I guess it's also the resources to allow us to deliver online mentoring programs, because we, you know, obviously as a not-for-profit, we only charge what it costs us to deliver, but it costs money. But then it's looking at, it's trying to convince companies that yes, there's a monetary outlay to enable an online mentoring program, but then if you break it down at the cost per mentee, and then the value each individual mentee gets from the program. So with Brightside online mentoring programs, we see an improvement in self-knowledge, we see an improvement of pathways knowledge, and we see an improvement in career decision-making, self-efficacy. And when you combine all that distance traveled through one mentoring program, it enables a young person to make confident and informed decisions. So it's about corporates recognizing that it's not so much the cost, it's the individual value, and their contribution to that is invaluable.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate hearing from you. And it's great that obviously Tia and the team have done such an amazing thing with What Impact. And actually I want the team to stand up just to show you who they are. They are here. They're absolutely amazing. And Tia's going to say a few words.
I want to say why we invited these particular three charities here today is to demonstrate that social value in terms of employment, environment and training can be delivered through VCSEs. So I think we are struggling a lot with this kind of a disillusion that companies have to constantly hire apprentices, or they only can reduce their own carbon footprint, although there wouldn't be anything anymore to reduce, that they could deliver these deliverables, but that's not the case. So this is kind of demonstrating that if you want to make a difference in local communities in employment, environment, training, you can still connect with VCSE, who are the experts on their field. One thing, if we're talking about procurement-related social value, which is contract-driven, it has a little bit challenges because the contracts only last for a certain period of time. So even if you deliver fantastic value and innovate your own programs in local level, you will be eventually leaving because another contract to come in place with a different offering. So I think supporting VCSEs and collaborating and utilizing their expertise is a sustainable way of delivering social value. It's not something one-off which then disappears. So I'm always horrified when a company says that, oh, we founded our own food bank, or we built our own program to employ ex-convicts. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what are you guys doing? Because that's not the sustainable way. You have to also carry the responsibility for the consequences. So therefore, these kind of organizations who have proven impact, they are measuring their impact, they monitor, they have access, they collaborate with schools, universities. I know that we've been talking a lot with all of you, that if a company wants to do a very local approach, you have all the connections to local level to ensure that they're targeting the right beneficiaries, they're right in the right geographical area, and you know exactly what the challenges you are solving and how you measure them. And that's just the beauty of things. So companies don't have to build these systems themselves, they can just collaborate, and they are there, like you rightly said, Donna. So I truly, hope that VCSE sector gets the opportunity from this social value boom, and they will be acknowledged as delivery partners even more than they are now. Thank you so much.